This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, Forged Irish Stout, freebets.com. It's not been too long, but I'm joined again with Joe Joyce. This time it's your fight week, the Magnificent Seven. I suppose you're high up the card, taking on Kash Ali. Excited to be in Birmingham for your return, I suppose.
Yeah, very excited. It's good to be here. It seems like a great city. I've driven around a little bit and had a nice night's sleep last night in the hotel, which was pleasant. So here I am. Got another fight date. This is another fight week as well. So excited to get the gloves laced up and the boots on and get back in there and fight.
How is the fight week feeling for yourself for this one? Because obviously you're coming off back-to-back losses. How are you approaching this fight week when it's compared to different ones now that you've sort of received, I suppose, your first professional loss?
I don't know, just how it normally is. I guess I did have a few dark moments after the two back-to-back losses, but that was last year. This is a new year, new me, and I'm living in the present. So I'm presently leading up to a next fight. I'm doing my job. I've done my training, and so yeah, I'm ready to fight now.
I was going to say that, how eager for you from the Zhang 2 fight to now, where you I want to get back in there and get me in there straight. Was it how long was that process for yourself?
Yeah, it did take a while. Some dark, cold, dingy nights, and I've pieced myself back together brick by brick. But yeah, no, it's it's interesting watching a fight in Saudi and that, and how Joseph Parker, he boxed really well against Zhang. Obviously Zhang hit him with that massive shot, and he right in his schnoz, but he boxed a good fight and showed him how he can beat him, and maybe how I could have beaten him. So
I was going to say that when it came to accepting defeat and accepting the Zhang fights as what they were, how was that a hard thing for you to accept this? It's there, that's happened, and that's beyond me now.
Well, it did take a while, but I had Christmas, and that was last year now.
That's fair, and I suppose now when you look at how Saudi's moving and how the heavyweight division is almost rejuvenated, it must be exciting for you that there are going to be opportunities for big fights as well.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I just got back on my horse, and I'm going to ride on and get into another fight, and I've proved that I can fight at a good level. So there's a lot of fighters out there for me still, and I'm just looking forward to get back in the ring.
Well, you said that you've proved that you could box at obviously a world level, and after the fights, I don't want to keep dwelling on the Zhang fight, but was that hard to deal with when you read stuff online? I remember Tony Bell, you made comments about yourself. Was that hard to deal with?
Yeah, I mean, you should retire, but I mean, everyone's quite fickle. It's you're only good as your last win. So when I get a couple of wins under my belt, it's oh my god, he's amazing again, and people change their tune. I mean, look out, Andy Joshua kind of got everyone it was I was scrolling down Instagram, every freaking post was of him, so it just shows you can turn it around.
Well, and I know you're not looking past Kash Ali, but it is only right when you're in a heavyweight to talk about, and you're at the world level, to talk about big fights that could be out there for yourself. You mentioned Zhilei Zhang versus Joseph Parker there. He obviously got a really impressive win, battling through his own adversity. I suppose we did talk about it, but now it's time's gone by, the dust will settle about a week. What did you make of the performance? And obviously a fight would you potentially like to see again?
Yeah, it'd be interesting how the second fight goes, and if because both have kind of shared the ring with each other, so they know what each other's about. So sometimes the second fight is better, but it wasn't for me in particular. But
I suppose, would you entertain a fight with Joseph Parker again?
Yeah, it was a tough, grueling fight. But I enjoyed it. That was a good fight, man. And Joseph Parker's a good fighter and friend, so it'd be good to run it back.
Absolutely. Just a final one from me. One thing I did want to get your thoughts on. Obviously, saw a tweet yesterday from Martin Bakole where it's you and him sparring. I think that sparring has been leaked before, but obviously you put it out again. Disappointing to see that, and annoyed to see that.
Yeah, disappointing. You should keep spar should be private, and it's just trying to gain some traction and trying to get a fight. But you didn't see the rest of like how he pulled out quickly from the spotlight, you know, halfway through the spot, and me bashing him up, which I don't like, you know, I could release that footage too, you know.
I suppose he would know that happened because he was obviously in the ring. So why do you think he did release that, knowing that that was the case?
But like, I've like, it's all gone into his plan. It's got people talking about. I've like been asked, you know, now I'm being asked these questions about it. So he's got his name out there. He's been successful. I bit back. I answered his. I commented back. So he's you know, he's fishing and he's caught. So he's got something.
I suppose the final one from me, Joe. How does it end on Saturday night against Kash Ali?
With a destructive finish.
Absolutely, Joe. Thank you for your time, mate. Really appreciate it, mate. Top man. Thank you. Cheers.